All right, good morning. How are you doing, fellas? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest from the get-go, okay? I have nothing to do today except for hunt rare shiny Pokemon. So, hopefully, that means a rare shiny Pokemon is on the way. So we'll see what happens today, fellas. That's pretty much it for today, though. It's just shooting the shit with chat and shunting. Let's charm, says JDB Tree. I'm so down, dude. I'm so unbelievably down. I can pop. So let's go ahead and shiny charm. All spots open. Let's get it going, fellas. JDB Tree getting invited, rocking his bunny outfit that gives you increased shiny luck from what I've heard. That's super cool. All right, fuck it. We're here, boys. Let's go for it. We got a full shiny charm link. We've got 14 charms. Let's pop one for the fun of it today. Why not? Why not? What's your main money-making method in PokeMMO, dude? My main money-making method. Mine is probably nowadays just like flipping. And like continuing to use the capital that I've built up to make more capital. PokeMMO is very much a snowball game, and it really is the rich get richer to a fair extent. However, at the same time, it's the rich get richer, but at the same time, anyone can become rich like really quickly in PokeMMO. The like time it takes to become quote unquote rich to like make more and more money in PokeMMO is pretty fantastic. It's really, really good. The biggest issue becomes that of like it's really hard to go from new. Pretty much nobody can go from new player, or it's very, 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 very hard and very, very, very rare. There's different levels of wealth, right, in PokeMMO. So you can go from 0 Pokeyen to 1 mil Pokeyen really easily. I did it in one day in one stream from scratch on a new account. That's really easy, right? It takes time. I shouldn't say really easy. It takes time, effort, and energy and hard work, you know. But anyone can do it. Everyone's the same playing fields. Getting to like 10 mil is pretty tough, but anybody can do it. Getting to like 20, 50 mil, 100 mil, stuff like that is like tough, but doable with good time and good investment and good progression. What becomes impossible, once you reach like 1 bill, or like once you start hitting bills, that's where it's like, okay, that's like not the average player, not even the average, but even like some of the best players are never going to be billionaires. Like that just reaches a level of wealth that is really, really, really hard. To achieve, at least. Yeah, that gets really, really tough. So there's definitely levels of wealth in PokeMMO. But like I always say, like you don't need that much wealth in PokeMMO to do most things. I always say if you have like 25 million Pokeyen in PokeMMO, you can do not even maybe like 10 to 15 mil. If you have like 10 to 15 mil in PokeMMO, you can do like 99.9% of the game. I always say the only two things you can't do with like 15 to 25 mil, the only two things you can't do is buy really expensive vanities, so things like the scythe, like 600 mil vanities, 1 bill vanities, flaming skull masks. So you can't buy that, and you can't do egg hunts. Egg hunts are the big expensive thing that like I dump my money into, being like 120 mil a piece, 150 mil for Cranidos, stuff like that. Egg hunts and super rare vanities for sure. So apparently I want to double check so I'm not spreading misinformation. Apparently someone was saying Damien is no longer a GM, which is really unfortunate to see. He's a fucking awesome guy. Now it's very possible he just stepped down due to like life. Like maybe he's like getting busier with college, or maybe he's leaving college to go into the workforce. Like it's just something going on. I don't know. Like has been a history of devs leaving, or not devs, but staff leaving for a period of time to like focus on life and then coming back. So that maybe it's just that. Like I don't know what happened, and I'll have to look into it. I'll have to see. I gotta see if it's even true, I guess, firstly. But that would be, I'm curious to see if it has a source or a link on that. I'll check it out. So someone was pointing out something to try to call out the fact that this might show the anniversary event coming up, because tournaments, I'll show you guys. There's a big gap in tournaments, or there was, I think, but the whole point was there was a big gap in tournaments from like December 3rd to like the 20th or something like that. But the point was they just like hadn't filled those out yet, and that happens every month or something. So people were speculating that maybe the anniversary event would happen between like December 3rd to 5th to like 20 something, because there was like emptied events, but that's since been debunked. So it was a cool little theory though. Pat, I bought the PC space. I spent 16 million. You're a madman for just dumping 16 million Pokeyen into PC expansion drives. More power to you, man. If you plan to egg hunt, hell fucking yeah, good luck to you. I hope you get rewarded. I hope you get it super soon. Hope you get lucky on it. Dude, PC expansion drives, not cheap, but a nice, part of it's crazy thing about PokeMMO. Crazy, man. Good luck to you, dude. That is just dropping 16 mil is baller status. That's sick. I do want to shout this out and talk about this really quick. So I do have something in my Discord. Thanks to Louis Official for setting it up. he set up the chat called Shiny Clips, okay? So I would love to, I'm starting to actually be able to put this into fruition due to people like my moderators in Discord, thanks to really mainly Louis Official. Who's just been incredible about this. If you have caught a shiny within December, if you want to go submit your clip, if you catch one throughout December, record it, okay? Record your shiny reactions, upload them to Shiny Clips, and I'm going to use them in a video and do like a community montage showing off all the fantastic shinies that people have earned within PokeMMO for the month. I think stuff like that is so good because it does a lot of different things. Firstly, it hypes up the community, hypes up, you know, it grants players credit and you know, praise for working hard for those shinies, which is fucking awesome. And then secondly, it motivates people to also keep shunting it. It motivates people who, you know, oh, this is like, I want to get a shiny to get in this montage, or I want to get a shiny to show it off, or I want to get a shiny, or I can do it too because this guy did it in this video. And that's like, I think shiny community montages could do so much good for the community, so much good for the PokeMMO shunting community. I would love to start doing that monthly. So please submit your clips, your shiny reactions to the Shiny Clips page. I would like to start moving into something where I messaged Louis Official about this today. I want to start doing somewhere like, hey, if you want to submit a clip, if you want your YouTube or Twitch shouted out, let me know, because I don't want to just be like, you know, farming your guys' content and reposting it for my own gain. I want to shout you guys out and say, hey, you know, this clip is from, you know, this guy, you know, check out Ninetales stream, got this dope shiny, here it is, you know, check him out here, blah blah blah. I think that'd be a cool way to reward players and it also just show it up. You know, there's a lot of win I feel like in this situation with a shiny montage. So I'm excited to actually see that come about instead of just talking about it every stream recap at this point. Hey Pat, did you see that someone was listing all of their OT shinies for 200k earlier today? He was listing rare shinies like Eevee and stuff. No way. Really? That is really sad if that's true. How earlier today, does anyone have any screenshots or any proof, any video recording of that? That's terribly sad. That almost sounds like someone else was out the other day. Happened a few hours ago. I managed to snipe 6 of them. No way. Do you have a, wait, if you could screenshot your trade log, dude, anyone who did that, if you could screenshot your trade log and send me that, I would love to talk about that. That is like really interesting. Must have been leaving. I don't know, man. That seems kind of sad. That doesn't even seem, that seems like, I don't know. I don't know what that would be. It almost sounds like someone got hacked to me and like, but like, I don't know why someone would sell off all their rares like that. But like, if someone got hacked, why would that person not trade them over to a different account? Or I don't know. I don't know. That's really sad. You probably got hacked. Yeah. Like maliciously hacked only or something. It's in Devious Leagues. Dude, I will check that out. That's really sad, but also really interesting. Just hit 34,000 encounters. Kind of nice. I need to change. I like to change the title and update that stuff daily. I don't do it like as I hit it. That's kind of ridiculous. But like every new day, I'm like, oh, you know, he started the stream today at 34k plus encounters. Oh, he started today's stream at 33k plus, etc., etc. Raphael asked, is there a new update for shiny appearance percentage? No. So there was a rumor going around. This is actually a really funny rumor too. Who started this rumor? There was a rumor going around that the shiny rate was changed. I don't know why or how or what happened. There was a rumor going around that someone was saying they thought the shiny rate was changed, as well as like unannounced horde changes. But the horde changes were announced. I think people must have came back to the game. People must have taken a break and came back and just thought things happened and they just didn't know. I don't know, man. The horde changes happened, you know, a month or so ago, 2 months ago, a month after Johto released the like rate changes where certain hordes now appear 20% of the time as opposed to 50-50 hordes and you know, stuff like that, like 40-60. You know, a breakdown of hordes is different based on the single encounter rarity, or I think based on the rarity of encountering that horde naturally, not just with Sweet Sand in the wild, is the way it's broken down. So if a Larvitar horde was ran into, you know, 2 out of the 10 times or whatever in the wild, then it would get a 20%. Or in like same with like if you ran into like the Onyx horde naturally doing single encounters in the wild, it would be like 8 out of 10, like 80% or whatever, right? But people thought the shiny rate changed. I don't know. It was strange. I don't know how that assumption came to be or what even caused that to come into question. But no, that was confirmed by Rach on the forums. The shiny rate has not changed. It's still it's still 1 out of 30k. And then the horde changes were announced, and yeah, nothing's new. Nothing's changed. I mean, besides what's it called? Besides the fact that they do plan to add extra species and they plan to change those updated hordes even further down the line, like that's known information, but nothing's like new or changed from my understanding. Next shiny war gonna be lit, dude. I am really excited. I might try. I really do want to try to participate in this January's shiny war if possible. But I'm gonna have a lot going on in my life, so it's gonna be kind of hard. But we'll see. It might be worth it. I love shiny wars, man. I love competitions like that. They're just such a blast. But we'll see if I can. We'll see. It might be a little too much, but we'll see what happens. Of course. It's tough, you know. If I'm shiny hunting 16 hours a day, streaming 10 hours a day, I have zero time to make videos aside from stuff recorded on stream, aside from stream recaps, right, from those shiny wars days. So hopefully that's enough to keep me afloat. It's not going to pay rent and, you know, not be too stressed out during all the I'll be like heavily wedding planning and wedding prep as well in January. So there's a lot going to be going on, a lot of financial moves and stuff as well. Just a lot of stuff happening this next year for me. It'll be a pretty stressful year. Does that mean I won't be able to participate in shiny wars? Hopefully fucking not. Dude, I really want to do shiny wars, so we'll see, man. I love it, man. 16 hours a day, single encounter shunting usually. Some of the best points to go for. It's a great motivator to get rare shinies on your account and to see everybody else shunting around you. I would love to do, even if I only can do like 10 hours a day or something like that. Only 10 hours a day, KEKW. It might still be worth to do. We'll see what happens. Do you prefer dogs or cats? This is a great question. Do a little fun flavor for the stream recap. I prefer whichever animal has more personality. I think dogs on average have more personality, but sometimes cats will, because it just depends. I want a pet that's a troublemaker. It's fun for me. It's entertaining. I don't want a boring pet that just sleeps all day. And usually cats kind of sleep, you know, whatever, 18 hours a day or whatever. So I would say whatever cat has the most personality, or whatever pet has the most personality, I probably lean dogs on average, because usually dogs are more hyperactive. I want a hyperactive animal, a crazy fucking cracked out little pup. I'm a pug guy, favorite kind of dog. Cracked out pug, I'm a huge fan of stuff like that, man. Okay, one of the few downsides of PokeMMO shunting. Okay, someone just got a shiny Spinda in chat. Congratulations. Shiny Spinda in traditional Pokemon, it's one of those Pokemon or whatever where it has like infinite or like billions of like different patterns that could possibly exist on it. In PokeMMO, there's only one. It's really sad. Every shiny Spinda looks the same in PokeMMO, which is really sad because in traditional Pokemon, the whole its whole shtick is that every shiny Spinda looks different. Every shiny Spinda has a slightly different pattern, which is like very, very interesting. But in PokeMMO, they're all the same. It's like the one of the few negatives of PokeMMO. Shake my head. There's a shiny Stunky over here in game, a really underrated shiny, a really great follower sprite as well. I'll run from this battle so you guys can see it. 43 seconds left in the charm. Look at this. It's a beautiful shiny, hidden by the wings a little bit, but an underrated, fantastic shiny. I might go for that one day, but it's not really on my priority list anywhere soon. All right, charm number 2. This one being popped by JW Tree. Thank you, man. We'll do a bunch of trade-offs today and do a bunch of nice shunting. We'll see what happens. This is kind of a weird take, but yeah, I've never been one to care about leagues in games. Things like OSRS leagues, things like Path of Exile leagues. Like even when I played OSRS heavily, like I was like, oh, why would I play leagues? I could just play my Ultimate Iron Man and just like actually focus on maxing it. I usually have such big overarching goals in games already set that I don't really care about, you know, sidetracking them to go play leagues or play something like that, you know. I don't know, man. I've never really been interested in stuff like that, but people love it, man. It keeps people interested. I think for people who don't have those overarching goals, those long-term goals they're working towards, it's a goal for them to have and to have fun, and it's exciting, and I super get it. A way to rediscover the games. I get it, but I'm definitely, I don't know. I definitely prefer sticking to my main server type overarching goals. You know, long-term stuff. I talk about this all the time. Where like. Pokeyen and like money making guides are probably some of the best content you can do for PokeMMO, because everybody needs to make Pokeyen. Like whether you're a shiny hunter, whether you're a PvP player, whether you're PVM, whether you're casual, like no matter what you do in the game, no matter what you specialize in, vanities, collections, whatever, you need Pokeyen. Everybody needs Pokeyen. So Pokeyen money making methods are just really, really important. It's probably one of the most, you know, some of the most questions I get, right? Someone just got a secret shiny Happiny in the Spanish community shiny war. What? How did they even do that? Did they, where is a wild Happiny encounter? Did they lure at Route 209 and just randomly run into it? That's unbelievable. What are the odds? That's actually crazy. Congratulations to him. That's pretty wild. That's nuts. Do you like the super shiny mod where the shiny followers have like a colored aura around them? Are you familiar with that? I think I am. Is that the mod where it makes all the shinies like almost like Super Saiyan? Am I getting that correct? It's like that Super Saiyan like effect glow. Like that actually is super sick. I guess that makes sense. It's super shiny. I should I should look into that. It's actually like wicked interesting. All right, here's the Happiny that was caught. Some fucking madman. Apparently he got it on stream as well. Congratulations. He should submit that to the shiny clips montage for December. I'd love to see his reaction. Congrats to him, dude. Secret shiny wild Happiny. And it's calm nature, which is legit good. It's pretty wild, man. Congratulations. I must have been like lore only. Like that's nuts, man. That's nuts. Congratulations to him, dude. Any thoughts on the terrible communication from the devs over the anniversary event? I love the devs to death. They do a great job to make the best game. But yeah, I mean, what am I going to say besides, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks. It's disappointing. I wouldn't say terrible communication. They've been better. If you've seen Rach on the forums, Rach has been working their ass off. They've definitely been better than in the past. Now, does better mean good? I wouldn't say they have good communication, but it's not no communication. It's a little bit, which is, and I appreciate Rach a shit ton for how much they really do a shit ton. I'm trying to think, like they've done a lot better. They've confirmed things and refuted claims on the forums. Like I talked about recently earlier, like someone was trying to say that the shun rate was different. They confirmed it wasn't. They confirmed the horde announcements were made, like all this stuff. There's been some, you know, communication and them saying, hey, we're gonna aim for this month. Hey, like we're trying to do the anniversary event. I would love to. We're waiting for the next news. Like the next piece of news is going to be a big one, hopefully, and something important. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like I'm super interested. I mean, I might make out like a goddamn bandit if there's no 11th anniversary event. I feel like, I could be wrong, I feel like 10th anniversary chests, like 10, because this is like the only anniversary event in the entire game so far. The fact that if this happened, but the 11th one gets delayed, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like 10th year anniversary, just anniversary chests, excuse me, like, are gonna be. I'm really looking into that item. It's a really good. It's my biggest investment in the game, and I'm really hoping for it. Like, it's the, I don't know, man. It's the first anniversary event ever held within PokeMMO. If that isn't a big deal, if that isn't a good sign to invest, I don't know what is. I'm hugely pro anniversary chests. Okay, for those who haven't seen it, this was the, I believe this was the last piece of anniversary news we got 2 months ago. And it was Rach. I made a video about this 2 months ago. It was Rach saying, we're not exactly sure when the anniversary event will be held at this stage, but it won't be before Halloween. Obviously, it wasn't. We've been working on another large and impactful feature to showcase for the anniversary event, much like last year. Last year, they showed off alphas. If you don't remember, they showed off alphas, like did a Crobat spawn and stuff like that, and then introduced alphas permanently to the game like many months later, but they weren't permanent just from the release of the anniversary event. We're not ready to share details yet, but I think it'll be worth the wait. So they don't want to do it before Halloween. The issue is why the assumption came up that it would happen around November, and I think it's a fair assumption. People are saying like, oh, the devs never said it would be in November, so we can't be mad about it. And like, that's kind of true. That's true. But at the same time, think about it like this, right? Like, think about it like this. The Halloween event happens in October. The Christmas event happens in December. Where the fuck else are they going to have it? What, like, that's, so my guesstimate was always, I always try to make it clear, it was my prediction, my guess that the event was going to be in November. I think a lot of people may have took that as fact. I try to qualify all the sentences I say very, very aggressively, but then I think a lot of people will pick and choose what words they hear me say and repeat them later on. And I've seen people on the forums be like, you guys confirmed it was happening in November, Patrouski said, and then the devs have to deal with that and be frustrated. And I feel for that sucks. I feel for them. I don't want that. I don't want to be misportraying my thoughts and words. That's terrible. I try really, really hard not to do that, but I can always do better. Yes, I got to do better. So let's make it really clear. My prediction was that it was going to be in November, and I always qualified that. Now, it obviously wasn't. It's early December now. When will the anniversary event be now? I have no fucking idea. Are they really going to wait until next year? I really hope not. It feels really, I'm not going to lie, it feels horrible to me to have the 11th anniversary event in the 12th year of PokeMMO. That feels really cheap. I don't know. I really don't like that. Maybe I'm just being a baby. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. It feels super lame to me. I feel like it's fair to be frustrated about it. Fair to be upset. Just be so respectively. Don't attack the devs. Don't be mean. But I don't know. It's okay to be disappointed. I don't know. We'll also see what happens. It's possible it releases in the next week or two. It's possible we get the anniversary events in like middle or first week-ish. It's still the 5th of December as we're recording this. Early-ish to mid-December. Then we get the Christmas event after. Kind of a tight schedule, but it could work. We'll see what happens. No new news or information on the anniversary event so far. Sucks. But we'll see what happens, fellas. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, shout out to Mist for being my honorary fucking secretary and keeping me up to date on stuff. There was also this post that I also reported on. I didn't do a full video on it, but I mentioned it in a stream recap. So make sure to watch stream recaps to keep up to date on, you know, anniversary news and stuff like this. It's just not really news. This isn't much happening, but it's basically just Rach saying this was on November 13th. Okay, less than a month ago, November 13th. Rach said, "Hey, we are still intending to do an anniversary event." By doing one, they're referring to anniversary event. We are still intending to do an anniversary event and showcase a large feature during it. So, anniversary event is confirmed. It's just a matter of when. I'm really hoping they can do it within the actual year. If it gets pushed to next year, I'd be disappointed. But at the same time, you know, what are you going to do? Which regions should be completed before the anniversary event? All of them. You really want to hope for all of them. Getting all regions done is like a step one, in my opinion, to like really starting your PokeMMO journey. That might be kind of extreme for the average, average casual player, which is fair. I would say definitely get Kanto done. Kanto is the best for events because most people have it done, so most callouts and stuff are there. Get everyone done if possible. Then get Kanto done, and then for the Lunar New Year event specifically, you want to get Sinnoh done. For the Lunar New Year event specifically, make sure to get Sinnoh done so you can do your Shaman encounter. That'll be a big one. You said with stats like this, 2.3 mil, this Sawk. This actually is kind of a nice snipe. I'm going to be honest. Nice little flipperino, I think. Let's double check. I'm just going to put this to 20. And then put this to male. 2.3. Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and fucking snipe that, man. I appreciate you for calling that out to me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make a flip on that, I think. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Bought it for 2.3 or whatever. I'll probably sell it for either 3 or 3.5. Actually, that was a sick call out from chat. I really do appreciate that, Fetty. Do you find being motivated to make content is harder now that you have nearly 2K videos on the game? Honestly, no. This is a really funny thing. I feel really, this is like, it sounds ridiculous. I feel like I just ramp up, man. I mean, how do I say this? I would argue maybe I'm slightly less excited to make PokeMMO content right now, but I'm really excited to make YouTube content. I've been doing like a lot of Retro Pat. Like obviously if you watch my side channel, I'll be doing daily videos on Retro Pat. And I think like having 2 channels doing daily videos, that's been really, really fun for me. It's a lot of work, but it's fun and exciting. And also being able to do stream recaps as like my PokeMMO videos, that changes the game for me. The fact that people watch that and enjoy that is a miracle. And I hope it's entertaining and worth their time. I mean, hopefully it provides enough information and like daily insight to every day what's going on in the game and stuff. It's a great question. I would say I still have so many things to do. My notepad document of video ideas, I always say, is still filled to the brim. Like I'm always behind on things to do. I'm always behind on videos to be made. Always. I've never once been like, okay, I'm out of video ideas. I'm caught up. Like as a content creator, you should never ever say the sentence, I'm caught up. There's always videos to make, always thumbnails to make, always timestamps, always descriptions, always community posts. Like when you're self-employed, there's always something else you could be doing. And it's just, yeah, yep, exactly. So this is a great question. Yo, Kuzla guy, thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. I really fucking appreciate that. Someone asked a great question. They said, is it normal to have 75,000 encounters and still not getting a shiny? And my answer was, sadly, that is kind of like, it's not that abnormal. So after looking up the binomial distribution, there's like this infamous chart that one of the moderators or staff members made, Sethson, that shows the math and the probability math behind what are the odds of going, what encounters dry, whatever, right? It's around a 10% chance. It's around a 10% chance to go 75k dry, around that. That's not that crazy. What that means is 1 out of every 10 shiny hunts, you should go around 75k dry. It should happen. That's like, if you do enough shiny hunts in PokeMMO, you should go pretty goddamn dry eventually. What about 200k dry? I can bring back up I'll just bring up the chart, and I haven't overviewed the chart in a long time, so let's do that. Why not? All right, here it is, the infamous graph. For those who have not seen it, this is the binomial distribution of calculation of shiny hunting. So the odds of you going 300, what's the meme? Yeah, the odds of you going 100k dry is around what, 3.6%, as you can see? It's around, yeah, 3.6% chance for you to go, the opposite of 97.9 4.3 or whatever. Around 3.6% chance for you to go 100,000 encounters dry, which isn't that crazy. Once again, if you think about it, that's similar to if you do 100 shunts, which that's a fucking shit ton to be fair. 3 of them, around 3 on average, should be around 100k dry. It just happens. If you shiny hunt for a long time, if you do a bunch of shunts, you're bound to go pretty damn dry. 80k dry is around 7% chance. A lot of people, what's the math, I guess? A lot of people will come into my chats and they're like, oh man, like I'm 35k dry, like, oh, I'm really unlucky. And it's like, you know, I always say, my response to that is always, hey man, you know what? I hope you get a shiny as soon as possible. I hope you get a shiny ASAP. You know, I wish you the best of luck. But at the same time, try not to get entitled. Try not to, it sucks to be dry. I understand the complaints, but try not to think like, oh, you deserve a shiny. You never deserve a shiny. It just, you know, it just has to happen, right? There's only a 63.21% chance for you to have gotten a shiny at 30,000 encounters. It's not 100% chance, right? Like, so what that means is around 4 out of 10 of your shunts, almost 50% of your shunts should go over rate. You should be dry on almost half of your shunts. That's what that means, which is very interesting and a very good stat to know to like keep entitlement down. That's, yeah, it's always good to go over those numbers and always interesting. Dude, I'm glad, dude, congratulations. This is the guy, yeah, Juju, the MF. I was the guy who pulled the shiny Cranidos, was less than 500 fossils. This man got a shiny Cranidos the other day in my Discord with less than 500 fossils pop. The absolute madman. It was 2 days after going 88k dry in Dragon's Den. Dude, you love to see the RNG flip around like that. Congratulations. It's a beautiful looking shiny. Congratulations to you, my shiny what is it? T-Rex? Shiny dinosaur brother, man. Congratulations. I don't know if they're not really a T-Rex at all, but congrats to you, man. What I'm trying to say. Yeah, definitely don't get, I mean, okay. I would say if you're new to PvP or if you're bad at PvP, adhering a little more to the meta is probably going to help you have better success. But if you're like a legit good PvP player or you want to learn a lot, you don't have to adhere to meta. Also, the meta in PvP and Pokemon, I'd say, is pretty diverse. Like, you have a pretty diverse lineup of Pokemon that are be able to use. But there was, the point I wanted to bring up the story. There was a time period where Tank Golbat was being revolutionized in OU. Because there was some calc, if you put in enough, which is hilarious. Tank Golbat, EV like Tank Golbat is very good in NU, but it actually was so good that it was being used in OU. Because Tank Golbat fucking countered Garchomp, which was wild. Because there was some calculation where if you like put enough defense EVs and went like Impish Nature or like whatever defense nature, you could tank a Garchomp Stone Edge. And it wouldn't do like 50, it would do like 42% or whatever, 48% or some shit damage. So if you roosted every time, you would be able to roost off and survive against and toxic down a Garchomp, which is, what a world do we live in where Golbat is 1v1ing Garchomp. That is a funny, what a timeline. But that was happening for a bit in the OU metagame where like Garchomp was countered by fucking Golbat. It was very, very funny. So my point is, never be afraid to try to make an off meta thing work. Understand and be prepared that 99.9% of the off meta stuff you attempt, or maybe 99, maybe like 95%, 95% of the off meta stuff you pitch is not going to work very well. And that's why it's off meta. Like most stuff has been tested aggressively, but sometimes you may be that person who finds that like very niche, you know, cool thing. That is true. If you roost in the Garchomp calls it, the EQ is gonna, yeah, that's super true magic. But hopefully you're playing around that and like be able to taunt the Garchomp if it's a Stealth Rock setting one is nice. That is true. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff in Pokemon PvP. A lot of things can be flipped on its head pretty quickly in PokeMMO, especially. Apparently there's a Cherubi swarm over by Floroma Meadow, which is, I love Cherubi. I would be super down to shiny check this. Is it like down here or to the north? Is it actually like in the meadow, like up here? Let's check. Let's see. Oh, yeah, someone's getting encounters. Yeah, I'll happily shiny check these, dude. Shiny Cherubi is a fucking egg hunt. This is one that I have in my shiny rare roulette that I've been like slowly hunting. This would be insane to get lucky on. Unlikely, but you know, we can always hope. What are the odds I get the shiny Cherubi at 34,500 encounters exactly here? What are the odds? Okay, 0%, I guess. Let's check the honey tree while we're here at least. See if we can get something juicy. Close. Dude, one of my favorite, I need to build, I don't think I have one built yet. One of my favorite NU comps that is super underrated that I want to build is the Contrary Leaf Storm Servine. Okay, Superior is up in OU, but we got Servine down here in NU, bro. Rocking the Leaf Storm Contrary synergy. What's the usage rate on it right now in NU? Let me check. Let's see if it has any. Let's see if it has any. Underrated. 0.41%. 64% win rate. Very few games, obviously, but this Pokemon is awesome, dude. Super underrated. Timid, Eviolite. I'm curious. I'm actually interested in like a... I wonder how good it would be with a Timid Choice Scarf or like a Timid Choice Specs set. Just go full into like aggression. It'd be interesting. Hey Pat, what's your favorite ghost type Pokemon? This is actually a great question. I'm not a huge fan of ghost and dark types in general, but I do have a clear favorite ghost type Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Does anybody know it offhand? It's kind of a niche one, but I have the shiny is the hint. I think it's probably the only shiny ghost type Pokemon I own. And you probably wouldn't think of it as a ghost type. Golurk. Shiny Golurk, man. Or just Golurk as a Pokemon. It's a fantastic Pokemon. Yeah, it's Golurk. Yeah, Mist and Nu. Mist and Ado both guessed it. Yeah, Shiny Golurk is fantastic. Golurk's an awesome Pokemon. Yeah, definitely my favorite ghost type Pokemon. Ghost Ground is a very cool type as well. This is actually a great question, Jadwood Tree. Raikou is down to 630k on the GTL. How do you think devs will handle getting dogs out of the game if we can't breed them? I said this like as soon as they've released. I would bet money there's going to be a legendary dog sync at some point. I feel like there should be, / has to be. Yeah, I feel like there definitely should be a sync for them out of the game. Now, what is that sync going to be? I have no idea, but there totally should be a legendary dog sync. Legendary beast sync, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but definitely should be something that consumes them out of the game for some sort of benefit. Whether it's like for a mount of them would be kind of interesting, or whatever it may be, you know, prismatic pearls, whatever. It should be some sort of something that can, you know, helps that market and consumes them out of the game. Otherwise, they just pile up, and they'll just continue to go down in price forever, and it's gonna be, yeah, brutal. So hopefully that gets addressed at some point. This makes for the best food take of the day, dude. Someone brought up Muck Shake, like Grimmace Shake. I'm not joking. The Grimmace milkshake was the best milkshake I've ever had in my entire life. I know this sounds stupid and ridiculous and memey, but I actually like firmly stand in this position. It was and I've had like high quality, nice milkshakes. I've had alcoholic milkshakes. Those are pretty cool. I've had a lot of different milkshakes, a lot of high quality milkshakes. Unironically, like, dude, I've been to restaurants that like specialize in milkshakes. I'm a milkshake fan. Okay, Five Guys milkshakes are pretty good. There's some good like gas stations that have milkshakes, dude. The fucking Grimmace milkshake was the best. I actually couldn't believe it. Forbidden Shake, dude. It was the best. Yeah, the Grimmace milkshake was the best milkshake I've ever had. I'll say it. I'm sorry. I'll stand on my 2 feet firmly on that position. It's true. It's just fact. 2012 mons up to 150k. Wait, that's exciting. 150k base price. That's actually huge. I saw the Seeking was like the cheapest recently. Yes. Now let's see how long this lasts. Dude, I really do think the base price of 2012 mons will just continue to, like, the floor will just continue to rise and rise and rise. How many are listed right now? How many? 153. Only 153 2012 mons are listed right now at all on the GTL. That's pretty crazy in my opinion. It's only been going down. Before it was like 180 last time I checked it. So the number of listeds actually is just going down. The supply is getting even more limited as more collectors jump into the scene and more people return to the game and care about nostalgia and stuff. That's wild, man. I have really high hopes for 2012 months in the future. But that is 35,000 encounters. A pretty cool milestone. A pretty crazy one. Been live for almost 5 hours today. I think 5 hours, actually. That's going to be it for today. After giving the hottest pizza take imaginable, that's what I'm going to call it to avoid all the backlash. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like the stream if you did enjoy it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo do help out a ton. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching till the very end of the video. I truly hope it was worth your time today. And secondly, thanks to everybody whose name is listed here. You guys all go above and beyond and allow me to make daily content. Thanks again. Have a great day.